When you see this symbol, you know you're watching television that's educational and informational. The More You Know on NBC.
All across America, people are dedicating their lives to giving back.
You're gonna make me cry.
From executive producer Blair Underwood, this is Give.
Thank you so much.
Each week on Give, Blair, Jenna Bush Hager, or one of their celebrity friends drop in on two small but mighty charities that are making a big impact.
Can you believe that? From the pit to the palace?
They'll discover what makes these two charities so effective and what they each need to do even more good.
Good boy.
Working with some of the world's greatest givers, our celebrity ambassadors will have to make tough decisions on how to distribute grant funding between the two charities, so we can present each of them with a surprise gift. Plus, each organization will become a champion charity on the Unite for Good network.
Unite for Good connects people to charity, so together they can make the world a better place.
Today on Give, Jenna Bush Hager visits two New York City-based organizations that use the power of books to make positive impacts in young people's academic and emotional lives. It's time to make some good things happen on Give.
I'm so excited about this day. The Yannick Family Foundation has given us $50,000 to split among these two organizations, Pajama Program and Behind the Book. Both of these organizations have to do with the importance of literacy. We're headed to Pajama Program, and I know the best hour of my day is spent with my girls, putting them to bed and reading them books. But I've realized that not all kids have the luxury of that routine, and we have to do something about that, and the Pajama Program is doing something about that. So I can't wait to go see the work they do.
Thanks for coming.
Pajama Program gives new books and pajamas to children across the country who are living without permanent homes or families. At its reading centers in New York City, children have a chance to read and be read to in one-on-one sessions with dedicated volunteers. On this morning's visit, Jenna goes in under the ruse that she has come to do a news report. Pajama Program has no idea that a big surprise is in store for them at the end.
Hi, you must be Genevieve. How are you?
It's so nice to
Much for having such a fan of your work.
I'm Genevieve Peturo, and I'm the founder and executive director of Pajama Program.
Should we get in there and read? Come on, let's do it.
The children that we serve are children waiting to be adopted, children living in shelters and group homes.
If you can hear the sound of my voice, clap once. If you can hear the sound of my voice, clap twice.
Genevieve started Pajama Program in her late 30s when she herself was volunteering to read to children in shelters at bedtime.
There was nothing for the kids to change into. Lights out was so quick. After 38 years of never remembering my mom putting us to bed, all those flashbacks came.
Do you guys know what you're here to do today? Read books with grown-ups.
I knew there was something about bedtime, pajamas and books that I got that these kids didn't get.
It's okay, too.
Oh, hello. Sorry to interrupt. Say hi to Miss Jenna.
Hi. Can I read with y'all?
Yeah! It's not just the cloth, it's not just the book. It's the comfort, security that gives these kids hope.
Who can I read with?
The pajamas and books at bedtime tell the children somebody cares. They're not forgotten.
The first time I came here to volunteer, it was because I thought, oh wow, I get to read to kids, that's so sweet. I realized that I can provide them with an emotional experience that they may or may not be getting somewhere else.
Oh, look, we have Sorry to interrupt y'all. Can I join? I told you I'd come read with you.
You're connecting with each child when you read, and that's what makes it special for me.
Can we read the three of us?
Yeah, go for it. And you can just walk into the room and
let's
you
go.
can start picking out books.
In its 15-year history, Pajama Program has formed partnerships with over 3,500 organizations around the country that house and care for children and youth in need.
What are petals?
Petals
On what?
on flowers.
Yeah, you smarty pants.
I really don't read with people a lot, so it's hard for me. But my reading buddy actually reads the book to me, or the next page I would read the book to her.
Do you like it when people read to you?
Yeah.
Pajama program delivers new books and pajamas to upwards of 650,000 kids each year.
Now, do you like reading?
Yeah.
You do? And do you like pajamas?
Yeah.
Alexis. Savannah. Part of my job is wrapping up each pajama that's going to go to each individual kid and knowing like what size they're going to be and what their name is.
New pajamas. New pajamas actually make me feel happy. They feel really exciting because then I have something new.
Kyle.
Very often when we think of charitable work, we think of basic human needs. We don't think of children who need love, who need to be nurtured, who need to be hugged. This is how I show them that they matter.
My friends, now is the time to decide what book you want to take home.
We started hearing from some of the receiving organization's staff that the books were really important with the pajamas because so many of these children are not only pulled out of a home, they're pulled out of school at the same time. So our plan is to open 2 more reading centers in Atlanta and Chicago.
So what prohibits you from growing?
The bottom line is we need more funding. I promised myself 15 years ago that every group on our list would get pajamas and books 4 times a year, once a season. They have a right to that.
Miss Jenna has to leave.
I had so much fun. Thank you for having me. Oh, I loved my morning with those kids. They were so amazing.
Jenna Bush Hager has visited 2 charities using books to comfort and inspire underserved children and teens.
Who can I read with?
Now she faces the difficult decision of how to divide $50,000 between them. Fortunately, the Give panel is there to offer some face-to-face guidance.
So, okay, I need help. I really need help.
Today's panelists are Joan Gary, one of the nation's top consultants and charity bloggers, and Danielle Gannick, author and co-founder of the Gannick Family Foundation.
Both of these organizations spoke to me in similar ways, actually. You know, so the first project that I visited was Pajama program, and I can't tell you how much it tugged at me because it teaches that ritual of reading before bed so that they can wake up and have a better day.
And the Pajama program just tugs at your heart in a way that when I think about, and I'm a mother as well, so I think about the mothers that aren't there to do that for their kids. So this, I'm gonna cry just thinking about like not being able to be there to do what we all did as mothers.
Yeah, sort of breaks your heart. There was some really awesome work going on.
Obviously we love both organizations.
So I love taking things up to like a kind of the essence of them, right? So you have Behind the Book, which is about kind of giving kids a voice, right? And then you have Pajama program, which is in many ways replicating home for them.
Splitting the money to me now seems like the hardest job. I don't even want to do it.
All right, I don't envy you here.
Here's the need. They both want to expand.
Right.
Behind the Book has 22 schools that are on the waiting list.
That are ready.
That are ready.
So now let's go back to the
Pajama program. They want to expand to 2 different cities, and so that seems pretty costly.
If you think about the different level of investment that's required to scale, there may be a way to divide the money, not necessarily evenly, but give them both what they need to expand. And that's what you want to think about.
Okay, that's a good idea, and I've never thought about it that way. It says, okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. You don't understand how much you helped.
We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
Jenna Bush Hager has finished the story at Behind the Book. Now it's time for the closing chapter at Pajama program.
Why did I pick a book with red in it?
Because you like red.
Because I'm wearing red, right?
Sorry to interrupt. So, I wasn't totally honest, which I know is not good, but I told you I was here to do a news show. That's not true. And this is actually part of a show called Give. And because Genevieve, you give every single day, and everything you volunteers do every day, and because all of you love to read, I'm so excited that on behalf of the Gannick Family Foundation, we are giving you $30,000.
You don't realize when you're giving how much you're receiving. And most of the time, it's a lot more than what you're giving.
Did you know? Nobody!
You're a good actress. Unbelievable! It's an unbelievable satisfaction. It fills a hole that's in all of us.
Who wants more kids to get more pajamas?
Everybody can give, whether it's small or large.
Thank you, wow.
The effect is always huge.
Group hug! Group hug! Gentle group hug! Gentle group hug!
The gift of $30,000 will allow Pajama Program to purchase pajamas and books for hundreds of new children and help open new reading centers in Chicago and Atlanta in 2017. The $20,000 gift to Behind the Book will fund author workshops, field trips, and book publications for 4 classrooms, taking 120 kids off the waiting list.
So you're gonna write a book and your cousin's gonna illustrate it.
The title is going to be I Love School.
I love school. Do you love school?
Yeah.